Good morning to all. BE 8261 Basic Electrical Electronics and Instrumentation Laboratory session, which you are going to see it right now. Okay. The study of CRO and measurement of AC signal experiment. The main aim of this experiment is to study the cathode ray oscilloscope. CRO means cathode ray oscilloscope, and to measure the various AC signal parameters using CRO. For AC signal, we will have many parameters: voltage, frequency. We are going to measure those parameters using this CRO. So the major apparatus required for this is only two things. One is CRO, and second one is to generate that AC signal. We require function generator. From the function generator, you can generate sine wave, triangular wave, square wave, pulse wave. You can generate any waveform, and you are going to measure the parameter of a sinusoidal signal using CRO. So now we will see the basic block diagram and working of CRO. This is an block diagram of cathode ray oscilloscope. This you have studied in your lower standard, which is CRT. So this is your electron gun, from which the electron is going to be passed through two plates. This is your vertical deflection plate, and this is your horizontal deflecting plate. So the signal which is given to this CRO is going to be displayed on this screen. This is your CRO screen, which is phosphorus coated screen, in which you will be able to see the waveform, whether it can be a sinusoidal or square, whatever may be the input which you are giving, you can see it in this screen. So this vertical deflection plate and horizontal deflection plate is going to deflect that electron beam from the electron gun as this signal is, whether if it is a sinusoidal or a triangle or square. So it required deflection of this electron beam vertically and horizontally. This is an two axis display, so it required horizontal deflection and vertical deflection. So we required some basic block or components for this. The input signal is given here, and which is amplified vertically, which is amplified before which given to the plates. We will amplify it, and the signal will be given to that plate. So vertical amplifier, horizontal amplifier. So these time delays and the time base is to make the time lag and make up the speed of your electron gun from this place. So to operate this CRO, we require two power supply. One is high voltage power supply, and second one is low voltage power supply. This low voltage power supply is utilized for all these component working, and high voltage power supply is given to the CRT, cathode ray tube. This is in your electron gun, which is connected with your CRT. So which will start up the electron from this point, and that electron will be passed through the vertical deflection plate and horizontal deflection plate, which will be getting his waveform, which is a sine or triangular, whatever may be the input signal which you are giving it. So that will be displayed on this screen. We are going to measure the frequency of this signal, amplitude of this signal next, which is your real-time CRO. What are the knobs, or what are the variable parameters in which? So generally you will have two channel. This is channel 1 and this is channel 2. We are going to give input through this channel. This is channel 1 and this is channel 2. So this is your time per division knob, and this is a voltage per division for channel 1. This is voltage per division for channel 2. This time per division is common for both the channel. And here you will have two knobs. One is your focus and second one is intensity. So to vary the signal which is displayed on this screen, you can vary the intensity and focus to get a sharpened waveform. And this voltage per division knob is used to vary the y-axis, and this time per division knob is used to vary the x-axis. Your CRO, in which we have connected output from the function generator. This is your function generator. In the function generator, you can generate sinusoidal, triangular or square. If you want to generate a triangular, you can generate the triangular waveform. In order to generate the square pulse, you can generate the square pulse. We are going to measure the sinusoidal waveform parameter. We will click on this sinusoidal parameter, sine waveform, and these are all the different frequencies of sine wave. You can choose any frequency and you can vary the frequency by using the knobs. So you can vary the knob and frequency can be varied. And this is your amplitude, voltage amplitude. You can vary the voltage of your sine waveform. And you can connect the output to the channel 1 input of your CRO. Now this is a voltage per division and this is your time per division that we have seen in the CRO. And now we are going to measure the frequency. X-axis will represent the frequency and y-axis will represent the amplitude. Now we have set any frequency and sine waveform is chosen here, and you can vary the voltage per division. If your voltage per division is in the 2, then which represent this 1 bars is equal to 2 voltage. If it is in the 1, then this 1 bars is equal to 1 voltage, which is similar to that of the graph sheets. So we will place it in 2, and this time per division you can vary and the x-axis parameter can be varied. So by rotating this knob, you can place it in the 20 milliseconds. This will unit is milliseconds and this is voltage. Small m represent milli, 20 milliseconds. So if you take the reading from this, for example, you can take first king, horizontal division, number of horizontal division. So this is your one complete cycle. Sine waveform, if you take a sine waveform, this is one complete cycle. So number of division, number of horizontal division, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 divisions. So number of horizontal division is 5. Next, time per division, 1 bars represent 20 milliseconds. So time per division is 20 milliseconds. So the total time period, this is your total time period. So you can multiply the number of division into time per division, which is 100 milliseconds. This is also 120 milliseconds. And in order to get your frequency, which is equal to inverse of your time. So 1 divided by 100 milliseconds will gives you the frequency, which is equal to 10 hertz. So milli represent 10 power minus 3. So which is 1 divided by 0.1 will give you 10. Unit of frequency is hertz. So 10 hertz we have keep it in the function generator and we can measure the 10 hertz using your CRO. Next, the y-axis, number of vertical divisions. So 1, 2. So 2. So voltage per division. This is your voltage per division. So the voltage per division is 2. Again, which is also 2 volt. So the total amplitude is again the product of division into voltage per division, which is equal to 4 volt. So we have kept 4 volt in function generator, we can measure 4 volt in CRO. So if you go for your second, you can vary the amplitude in function generator and you can vary your frequency. For example, we have kept 100 hertz and 5 volt. Let's we measure it in the CRO. So it is difficult to measure this waveform, so you can vary your time per division. So this is the case. We have seen the demo for the first case. For the second case, you can try for this waveform. You can measure the x-axis, which is number of horizontal division, which is multiplied by time per division, and y-axis, which is multiplied by voltage per division. The result, the basic function block diagram and the working of cathode ray oscilloscope is studied, and sinusoidal signal parameters, voltage, frequency were measured using the sticks. What is CRO? Cathode ray oscilloscope is a type of electrical instrument which is used to measure and analysis the waveform from the various circuits. What are the main components present in the CRO? The very major component is cathode ray tube, vertical deflection plate and horizontal deflection plate. For horizontal deflection plate and vertical deflection plate, we required vertical amplifier, delay line, trigger circuit, time based generator, horizontal amplifier. And to work all these components, we required a power supply. What are the measurements that we can do with CRO? So the very basic parameter that we can measure using a CRO is your voltage amplitude, your time period, your frequency. So what is an x-axis and y-axis in CRO represent? The y-axis represent the amplitude of the signal, basically the voltage which we are measuring it, and the x-axis represent the time period of the signal by which we can measure the frequency of the signal. What is the disadvantage of CRO? If it once get repaired, which is complicated to repair the CRO, the device need complete isolation. So we cannot use directly, we cannot connect it to the high power. We need an separate isolation, which is an isolation transformer or some other isolation need to be used in order to measure from high voltage or high power measurement, which is very huge and which you required more power. In order to operate your electron gun, we required high voltage. There are a lot of control terminals that you may see in the practical or real time CRO. Thank you.